Welcome to my channel. Some people spend their whole life waiting for success while others create it. The surprising part is that the difference is not talent, money, or luck. It is the way they train their mind. Right now, your mind is shaping every decision you make, every habit you build, and every result you get. If your mind stays the same, your life will stay the same. But when your mind becomes stronger, everything around you begins to change. In this video, you will discover the simple mental habits that help ordinary people think, act, and grow like the top 1%. Stay with me until the end, because one idea could change the way you see yourself forever. Chapter 1. Your mind creates your future. Every great success begins in a place that nobody can see. It begins inside the mind. Many people wake up every morning hoping that life will become better. They want more confidence. They want more success. They want to stop feeling stuck. They dream about a future that looks different from today. Days pass, months pass, and nothing changes. They think the problem is money, luck, talent, or other people. The truth is much simpler. The biggest battle is happening inside their own mind. Until your thinking changes, your life will keep following the same direction. The moment your mind changes, your future begins to change with it. Your mind is like the captain of a ship. It decides where you're going. If the captain chooses the wrong direction, the ship will never reach the right destination. Your life works in the same way. Every thought becomes a decision. Every decision becomes an action. Every action becomes a habit. Then those habits quietly build your future. This happens every single day, even when you do not notice it. Small thoughts may seem unimportant, but they slowly become the story of your life. Many people believe successful people are simply different. They think they were born smarter or stronger. They believe those people have something special that they will never have. This belief keeps millions of people trapped. The people in the top 1% are not successful because they never failed. They became successful because they refused to let failure control their minds. They understand one powerful truth. Every problem is temporary, but the lessons from that problem can last forever. While others complain about difficulties, they search for ways to become stronger. Your brain is always learning. It learns from every word you repeat, every decision you make, and every habit you practice. If you tell yourself that you cannot do something, your brain begins to accept those words as reality. Soon you stop trying because your mind believes there is no reason to continue. But when you tell yourself that you can improve with practice, something different happens. Your brain starts looking for answers. It becomes more creative. It becomes more hopeful. The situation may stay the same, but your thinking changes, and that changes everything. Think about learning English. One student makes a mistake and feels embarrassed. That student becomes quiet and stops speaking. Another student makes the same mistake, smiles, learns from it, and keeps talking. After a few months, the second student speaks with confidence. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is mindset. One mind fears mistakes. The other mind uses mistakes as teachers. Every expert you admire once spoke with hesitation. Every confident speaker once searched for simple words. Improvement always begins with imperfect action. Life does not become better because you wait. Life becomes better because you grow. Growth is often slow, and that is why many people quit too early. They expect big results after only a few days of effort. When those results do not appear, they lose hope. The top 1% understands that real success grows little by little. A seed does not become a strong tree overnight. It grows quietly beneath the ground before anyone notices it. Your mind grows in exactly the same way. Every good thought, every positive choice, and every small habit is making you stronger, even when you cannot see the results yet. Another mistake keeps people from reaching their true potential. They spend too much time comparing themselves with others. They look at someone's success and forget about the years of hard work behind it. Comparison steals confidence. It makes you feel slower than everyone else. The only person you need to become better than is the person you were yesterday. Small progress may not impress the world today, but it builds a future that will impress everyone tomorrow. Every small step counts, because every step moves you away from the life you no longer want. Your words also shape your mind. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you think. If your mind hears negative words every day, it slowly believes them. Confidence becomes weaker. Courage disappears. Dreams begin to feel impossible. Positive words create a different future. They remind your brain that learning is possible, improvement is possible, and success is possible. This is not about pretending that life is easy. It is about choosing hope instead of surrender. Strong people protect the conversations they have with themselves because those conversations become their reality. You do not need to become a completely different person today. One good decision is enough to begin. Read one page, learn one new English word, finish one important task, replace one negative thought with a better one. These actions look small, but your brain remembers every one of them. Each good decision teaches your mind that progress is becoming your new habit. One day those small actions become part of your personality, and people begin calling you disciplined, confident, and successful. Everything you want begins with the way you think. Before success appears in your life, it appears in your mind. Before confidence shows on your face, it grows inside your thoughts. Before the world believes in you, you must learn to believe in yourself. The journey to the top 1% is not reserved for special people. It is open to anyone who is willing to train their mind every single day. Today is another chance to make that decision, and that decision has the power to change the rest of your life. Chapter 2: The Hidden Habits That Keep You Average. Your future is not controlled by one big decision. It is controlled by the small things you repeat every day. Most people never notice this. They believe one lucky opportunity will change everything. They wait for the perfect time. They wait until they feel confident. They wait until life becomes easier. While they are waiting, their daily habits quietly decide where their life is going. Good habits build a strong mind. Bad habits slowly steal your dreams without making any noise. One of the biggest enemies of success is overthinking. A small problem enters your mind, and within minutes it becomes much bigger than it really is. You start asking questions that have no answers. You worry about things that may never happen. Your energy disappears before you even take the first step. Nothing changes because thinking alone never creates progress. Action creates progress. The top 1% also thinks carefully, but they do not stay trapped inside their thoughts. They make a decision, learn from the result, and keep moving forward. Another habit that quietly destroys confidence is making excuses. Excuses always sound reasonable. You tell yourself that today is not the right day. You are too tired. You are too busy. You will start next week. Days become weeks, and weeks become months. Deep inside, you know the real reason is not a lack of time, it is a lack of action. Every excuse feels comfortable for a few minutes, but later it becomes a heavy burden. Successful people understand that excuses never solve problems. They only delay success. Many people also spend too much time comparing themselves with others. They open social media and see people traveling, earning money, speaking perfect English, or living their dream life. Then they look at themselves and feel disappointed. They forget that people usually share their best moments, not their hardest ones. Behind every success is a story of failure, fear, and hard work that the camera never shows. When you compare your beginning with someone else's success, you lose the motivation to continue your own journey. The only comparison that helps you is becoming a little better than you were yesterday. Another hidden habit is filling your mind with negative words every day. Some people wake up and immediately complain. They complain about the weather. They complain about work. They complain about money. They complain about their future. The brain listens to every word you repeat. After hearing enough negative messages, it begins to believe that life is only full of problems. A negative mind cannot see opportunities because it is too busy looking for difficulties. This is why your words matter. They become the voice inside your head. Distractions are another silent thief. A phone vibrates, and your attention disappears. You plan to study for 20 minutes, but one short video becomes 10 videos. Then 1 hour is gone. This happens again and again until you wonder why your goals still feel far away. Time is one of the few things you can never get back. The people who achieve great things understand this very well. They do not waste every free moment. They protect their time because they know every minute is helping to build their future. Many people believe they need motivation before they can begin. This idea keeps them stuck. Motivation is a wonderful feeling, but it comes and goes like the weather. Some mornings you feel excited, other mornings you feel tired. If you only work when you feel motivated, your progress will always be slow. The top 1% keeps moving even on ordinary days. They understand that small actions are still valuable, even when they do not feel exciting. Reading one page is better than reading nothing. Learning one English word is better than learning none. Every small effort moves you forward. Fear is another habit that hides behind many different excuses. Some people are afraid of making mistakes. Others are afraid of looking foolish. Some fear failure, while others fear success because they worry about new responsibilities. Fear becomes stronger when you avoid it. It becomes weaker when you face it. Every time you do something that scares you, your mind learns an important lesson. It learns that fear is not a wall. It is only a feeling. Feelings change, but the experience you gain stays with you forever. Your daily environment also shapes your habits. If you spend hours watching negative content, your thinking slowly becomes negative. If you spend time learning useful skills, your thinking becomes stronger. Your mind grows in the direction of whatever you feed it. Just as your body needs healthy food, your mind needs healthy ideas. The books you read, the videos you watch, the people you listen to, and the conversations you have are all teaching your brain something. The question is whether they are helping you grow or pulling you backward. Changing your life does not begin with changing everything at once. It begins with noticing the habits that quietly control your day. One bad habit removed is one step closer to the person you want to become. One good habit added is another brick in the foundation of your future. Small changes may look invisible today, but they never stay small forever. They grow stronger every time you repeat them. The strongest minds are not built by chance. They are built through daily choices. Every choice teaches your brain something. Every habit sends a message about the person you are becoming. The good news is that you are always one decision away from changing your direction. The habits that once held you back do not have to control the rest of your life. The moment you become aware of them, you also gain the power to replace them with habits that move you closer to your dreams. Chapter 3. Discipline is the power that changes everything. Every person wants success, but very few people want the daily work that creates it. People love the idea of becoming confident, healthy, rich, or successful. They dream about the final result, but they often ignore the small actions that make those results possible. This is where discipline changes everything. Discipline is choosing to do the right thing even when you do not feel excited. It is not a special gift. It is a habit that becomes stronger every time you practice it. Many people wait for motivation before they begin. They believe they need to feel inspired before they can study, exercise, or work on their goals. The problem is that motivation is not always there. Some days you wake up feeling full of energy. Other days you feel tired and lazy. If your actions depend on your feelings, your progress will always move up and down. Successful people understand a simple truth. Feelings change every day, but discipline keeps working every day. That is why they continue moving even when the excitement disappears. Think about learning English. Some students study only when they feel interested. They practice for one day and then stop for several days. Later, they wonder why they are not improving. Another student studies for 20 minutes every day. Some days that student enjoys it. Some days it feels difficult. Still, the practice continues. After a few months, the difference becomes very clear. The second student speaks better, understands more, and feels more confident. The secret was never talent. The secret was showing up every single day. Discipline also teaches your mind something very important. It teaches you that your words have value. Every time you promise yourself that you will complete a task and you actually do it, your confidence grows a little stronger. Your brain begins to trust you. It believes that when you make a decision, you will follow it. This creates self-respect. On the other hand, every broken promise weakens that trust. If you keep telling yourself, "I will start tomorrow," but tomorrow never comes, your mind slowly stops believing your own words. Without realizing it, you become the person who quits before finishing. The good news is that discipline does not begin with big actions. It begins with very small ones. You do not have to study for 5 hours on your first day. You do not have to read an entire book in one night. Start with one page. Learn 5 new English words. Finish one important task before checking your phone. Walk for 10 minutes. These small actions may seem unimportant, but they are training your brain. Every time you complete them, your mind becomes a little stronger. Small victories create bigger victories. Many people fail because they try to change everything at once. They create a perfect plan filled with impossible goals. For 2 or 3 days, they work very hard. Then they become tired, miss one day, and give up completely. This happens because they were chasing perfection instead of progress. Progress is much more powerful. Even a small step moves you closer to your goal. A person who improves 1% every day will eventually become far stronger than someone who waits for the perfect moment. Discipline also means doing what is important before doing what is easy. Your phone will always offer entertainment. Your bed will always invite you to sleep a little longer. Comfort is always available. Growth is different. Growth asks you to make choices that are sometimes uncomfortable. It asks you to read when you want to scroll. It asks you to practice when you want to quit. It asks you to continue even when nobody is watching. These moments decide who you are becoming. The people in the top 1% understand that success is built during ordinary days. They do not wait for big opportunities to prove themselves. They respect their daily routine. They know that every small action is another brick in the foundation of their future. While others waste time looking for shortcuts, they quietly build habits that keep making them stronger. Their progress may look slow in the beginning, but one day people notice the results and call them lucky. They never saw the hundreds of quiet days that made those results possible. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be days when nothing seems to improve. You may even wonder if your hard work is making any difference. Keep going. A farmer does not dig up the seed every morning to check if it is growing. The farmer waters it with patience because growth happens beneath the surface before anyone can see it. Your mind grows in the same way. Every day you stay disciplined, you are building strength that will appear at the right time. Never believe that discipline takes away your freedom. The opposite is true. Discipline gives you freedom. It gives you the freedom to achieve your goals. It gives you the freedom to control your choices instead of your feelings controlling you. It gives you the freedom to become the person you truly want to be. Every successful life is built on thousands of disciplined decisions that seemed small at the time, but became life-changing over the years. Your future is not asking you to become perfect. It is asking you to become consistent. One good choice today is enough. Then make another one tomorrow. Keep repeating those choices until they become part of who you are. The strongest minds are not created in one extraordinary moment. They are created through ordinary actions repeated with extraordinary consistency. That quiet consistency is what separates the top 1% from everyone else. Chapter 4. Protect your focus before it disappears. Your mind can only grow when it has time to think. This sounds simple, but many people never give their minds that chance. From the moment they wake up, they pick up their phone. Messages appear. Videos start playing. One notification becomes another. Hours pass before they even notice. At the end of the day, they feel busy, but they have not moved closer to their goals. Being busy and being productive are not the same thing. A busy person fills the day with many activities. A productive person fills the day with meaningful actions. Your attention is one of the most valuable things you own. Money can be earned again. Lost time cannot. Every minute you spend paying attention to something is a minute you are giving away. That is why successful people are very careful about where they place their focus. They know that whatever receives their attention also receives their energy. If they focus on learning, they become wiser. If they focus on distractions, they become weaker. The direction of your attention slowly becomes the direction of your life. Think about your own day. You decide to study English for 30 minutes. After only 5 minutes, your phone lights up. You tell yourself that you will check one message. A few seconds later, you open another app. Then another video starts playing. Before you know it, 30 minutes have disappeared. You wanted to improve your English, but your attention was stolen. This happens to millions of people every day. It is not because they are lazy. It is because they never learned how to protect their focus. The people in the top 1% understand something very important. They do not allow every little thing to control their minds. When they are working, they work. When they are learning, they learn. They give their full attention to one task at a time. This habit may look small, but it creates amazing results over time. 1 hour of focused work is often more valuable than 3 hours filled with constant distractions. Many people believe they can do several things at once. They watch videos while studying. They answer messages while reading. They switch between different tasks every few minutes. Their brain becomes tired because it is always changing direction. Real progress comes when your mind stays with one task long enough to understand it deeply. Your brain performs much better when it is calm and focused instead of constantly jumping from one thing to another. Building focus does not require a perfect life. It only requires better choices. You can place your phone away while studying. You can choose a quiet place to work. You can decide that the next 20 minutes belong only to your goal. These simple actions tell your brain that this work is important. Every time you protect your attention, you are also protecting your future. Learning English is a perfect example. Some students study for 2 hours while checking social media every few minutes. Others study for just 30 minutes with complete concentration. After several months, the second student often learns much faster. The difference is not the number of hours. The difference is the quality of attention. A focused mind learns more in less time because it is fully present. Focus is also connected to peace. When your mind is pulled in many directions, you feel stressed and confused. You start many tasks but finish very few. This creates frustration. A focused mind feels different. You know what you're doing. You complete one task before moving to another. Every finished task gives you confidence. That confidence encourages you to continue, and your progress becomes steady. Another mistake many people make is trying to fill every free moment with entertainment. Silence makes them uncomfortable. They always need music, videos, or endless scrolling. They forget that some of the best ideas appear during quiet moments. A calm mind can think clearly. It can solve problems. It can create new ideas. Giving yourself a few peaceful minutes every day is not wasting time. It is giving your brain the space it needs to become stronger. Remember that every great achievement begins with focused attention. A book is written one page at a time. A language is learned one lesson at a time. A successful business grows one decision at a time. None of these things happen without concentration. The ability to stay focused has become a rare skill, and rare skills create extraordinary results. This is one reason why so few people reach the top 1%. From today, treat your attention like something precious. Do not give it away to everything that asks for it. Give it to your dreams, your learning, your health, and your future. Every moment of true focus is an investment in the person you are becoming. The stronger your focus becomes, the stronger your mind becomes. When your mind learns to stay steady. Chapter 5. Turn every problem into your greatest teacher. Life becomes difficult for everyone. Nobody escapes challenges. Nobody lives without making mistakes. The difference is not the number of problems people face. The difference is the way they respond to those problems. One person sees a problem and decides to quit. Another person sees the same problem and decides to grow. That single decision changes everything. The people in the top 1% are not successful because life is easy for them. They are successful because they refuse to let difficult moments stop their journey. Many people believe failure is the opposite of success. That is not true. Failure is often the road that leads to success. Every mistake teaches you something that success never could. Every challenge gives you experience. Every setback shows you what needs to improve. If you stop after one failure, you lose the lesson. If you keep moving, the lesson becomes your strength. This is why successful people never waste their failures. They learn from them and become better every single time. Think about a child learning to walk. The child falls again and again. Nobody says, "This child is not meant to walk." The child simply stands up and tries again. After many attempts, walking becomes natural. As adults, many people forget this simple lesson. They make one mistake and immediately believe they are not good enough. They forget that every new skill feels difficult at the beginning. Progress always starts with small improvements, not perfect performance. The same thing happens when learning English. You speak one sentence and pronounce a word incorrectly. Some people feel embarrassed and become silent. They stop practicing because they are afraid of making another mistake. Others smile, correct the word, and continue speaking. A few months later, those people become fluent because they were never afraid of learning through mistakes. Confidence is not something you wait for. Confidence grows every time you continue, despite feeling uncomfortable. Your biggest challenge today may become your greatest advantage tomorrow. Many successful people have stories filled with rejection, disappointment, and failure. They lost opportunities. They made wrong decisions. They faced moments when nothing seemed to work. Those experiences did not destroy them. Those experiences shaped them. Every difficult situation forced them to become wiser, stronger, and more patient. Without those struggles, they would never have become the people they are today. There is another habit that keeps many people trapped. They spend too much time asking, "Why is this happening to me?" This question fills the mind with frustration. It steals energy and creates self-pity. A better question changes everything. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Suddenly, your brain begins searching for answers instead of excuses. Instead of feeling powerless, you begin to grow. One simple question can completely change the direction of your thinking. Every problem carries a hidden lesson. Sometimes the lesson is patience. Sometimes it is discipline. Sometimes it teaches you to prepare better. Sometimes it shows you that you need a new skill. The lesson is always there, but only people with open minds are willing to see it. Others become so focused on the pain that they never notice the opportunities standing beside it. Strong minds also understand that not every problem deserves endless attention. Some things cannot be changed. Worrying about them only steals your peace. The smartest choice is to focus on what you can control. You can control your attitude. You can control your effort. You can control your habits. You can control the decision to keep moving. When you spend your energy on these things, your life begins to improve one step at a time. Every challenge also makes your mind stronger. Think about lifting weights in a gym. Muscles become stronger because they face resistance. Your mind grows in exactly the same way. Difficult moments stretch your patience. They test your courage. They teach you to stay calm under pressure. Without challenges, your mental strength would never develop. The obstacle you are facing today may be preparing you for an opportunity that is much bigger than you can see right now. Do not be afraid of slow progress. Some lessons take time. Some goals require months or even years of steady effort. The important thing is to keep moving. One small step every day is enough. Every book you read, every new English word you learn, every mistake you correct, and every problem you solve is shaping a stronger version of yourself. Growth is happening even when it feels invisible. One day you will look back and realize that the moments you wanted to escape were actually the moments that changed your life. They taught you resilience. They taught you patience. They taught you to believe in yourself when nothing seemed certain. Those lessons are priceless because nobody can take them away from you. Your journey is not defined by the number of times you fall. It is defined by the number of times you choose to stand up again. Every challenge is giving you a chance to build a stronger mind. Every obstacle is asking one simple question. Will you stop here? Or will you become better because of this experience? The answer to that question will shape the person you become for the rest of your life. Chapter 6. Build an environment that helps you win. The people around you have more power over your life than you may realize. You may think every decision is completely your own, but your environment quietly shapes the way you think, speak, and act every single day. The conversations you hear, the videos you watch, the books you read, and even the people you spend time with slowly become part of your mindset. This does not happen in one day. It happens little by little until your habits begin to look just like the environment around you. That is why the top 1% pay close attention to what they allow into their minds. Take a moment to think about your daily routine. From morning until night, your brain is collecting information. Every video teaches you something. Every conversation leaves an impression. Every social media post influences your emotions. Some things fill your mind with hope. Others fill it with fear and negativity. Your brain cannot grow in a healthy way if it is constantly surrounded by negative messages. Just as your body needs healthy food to become strong, your mind needs healthy ideas to become powerful. Some people spend hours listening to complaints. They hear people saying that success is impossible, dreams never come true, and hard work has no value. After hearing these words again and again, they slowly begin to believe them. Without noticing, their confidence becomes weaker. They stop dreaming big because they think failure is waiting for them. The sad part is that they never tested those beliefs for themselves. They simply accepted the opinions of others. Successful people protect their minds from this kind of thinking. They understand that not every voice deserves their attention. They choose friends who encourage growth instead of spreading negativity. They enjoy conversations that teach them something new. They spend time with people who inspire them to become better. This does not mean they avoid everyone with problems. It simply means they refuse to let negative thinking become a permanent part of their lives. The content you watch also shapes your future. If most of your time is spent watching videos that waste your attention, your mind becomes used to short moments of entertainment. Then studying feels boring. Reading feels difficult. Learning new skills feels like hard work. Your brain starts choosing comfort instead of growth. Now think about a different habit. You spend time watching educational videos. You read books that teach valuable lessons. You listen to successful people sharing their experiences. Day after day, your thinking begins to change. New ideas enter your mind. Your confidence grows because you are feeding your brain with knowledge instead of distraction. Your surroundings also affect your daily habits. A clean and organized place helps your mind stay calm. A messy environment often creates a messy mind. This does not mean your room has to be perfect. It simply means creating a space where you can focus without unnecessary distractions. A small desk, a notebook, and a quiet corner can become the place where your future begins to change. Great success does not require a perfect environment. It requires an environment that supports your goals instead of pulling you away from them. Many people believe they need more willpower. Sometimes they only need a better environment. If your phone is always beside you while you study, it becomes much harder to stay focused. If your books are hidden somewhere you never see them, reading becomes less likely. Small changes can make a big difference. Place your learning materials where you can easily reach them. Keep distractions away during study time. Make good choices easier and bad choices harder. These simple actions help your brain build better habits without using extra energy. The people in the top 1% also understand the value of spending time alone. Quiet moments are not empty moments. They are opportunities to think clearly. During silence, you can reflect on your goals, learn from your mistakes, and plan your next step. Many people are afraid of being alone because they immediately reach for their phones. They miss the chance to hear their own thoughts. Some of the best ideas appear when your mind is calm and free from constant noise. Another powerful habit is choosing words that lift you instead of pulling you down. Your environment is not only made of people and places, it is also made of the words you hear every day. Read encouraging books. Listen to inspiring talks. Practice positive sentences while learning English. The more positive language enters your mind, the more positive your thinking becomes. Over time, those words become part of your own voice. Do not worry if your current environment is not perfect. Many successful people started in difficult situations. They did not allow those situations to decide their future. They searched for small ways to improve their surroundings. One good book changed their thinking. One inspiring teacher changed their direction. One useful habit changed their daily routine. Big transformations often begin with one small improvement repeated every day. Remember this truth. Your environment is either helping you grow or quietly holding you back. There is very little in between. Every choice you make about what you watch, what you read, who you listen to, and how you spend your time is shaping the person you're becoming. Protect your mind, feed it with knowledge, surround yourself with people who encourage progress. Build a place where your dreams can grow. When your environment begins working for you instead of against you, success no longer feels impossible. It starts becoming your new direction, one day at a time. Chapter 7. Become the person who never stops growing. Everything you have learned in this video leads to one powerful truth. Your life does not change because you watch motivational videos. Your life changes because you decide to act. Knowledge is valuable, but knowledge without action has no power. Many people know what they should do. They know they should study more, waste less time, think positively, and build better habits. The problem is not a lack of information. The problem is that they never turn information into action. The top 1% understands that every lesson is useless until it becomes part of daily life. Success is not built in one big moment. It is built through small decisions made again and again. Every morning gives you a new opportunity. You can choose to stay the same, or you can choose to improve a little. That improvement does not have to be huge. Learn one new English word. Read one page of a good book. Finish one important task. Speak one sentence in English with confidence. These actions may seem small today, but they are creating a future that is completely different from the one you leave behind. Many people think successful people always feel confident. The truth is very different. Confidence is not the starting point. Confidence is the reward for taking action. Every time you do something difficult, your confidence grows. Every time you keep your promise to yourself, you become stronger. Every time you continue after making a mistake, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you believed. This is how real confidence is built. It grows quietly through action, not through wishing or waiting. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be days when your progress seems slow. You may even feel that nothing is changing. Never allow those moments to stop you. Real growth is often invisible in the beginning. Think about building a house. You cannot see the strength of the foundation after one day, but every brick makes it stronger. Your habits are the foundation of your future. Every good decision adds another brick. One day the results become impossible to ignore because they are supported by months of steady effort. Do not be afraid of starting small. Every expert started as a beginner. Every successful speaker once struggled to find the right words. Every great leader once doubted themselves. The only difference is that they refused to stop learning. They accepted that progress takes time. They understood that becoming better is a lifelong journey, not a race. The people who continue learning never stop growing, and the people who never stop growing continue moving ahead. Remember everything you have discovered. A strong mind creates strong actions. Good habits build a better future. Discipline keeps you moving when motivation disappears. Focus protects your dreams from distractions. Challenges make you wiser instead of weaker. A positive environment helps your mind grow every single day. These are not separate lessons. Together, they create a new way of living. When you practice them every day, they slowly become part of your personality. Your future is being created by the choices you make today. Every hour has value. Every decision matters. Every action sends a message to your brain about the person you are becoming. When you choose learning instead of wasting time, your mind becomes stronger. When you choose courage instead of fear, your confidence becomes deeper. When you choose discipline instead of comfort, your future becomes brighter. These choices may look ordinary, but together they create an extraordinary life. Never believe that you are too late to change. It does not matter how many mistakes you made yesterday. It does not matter how many opportunities you missed. Today is a new beginning. The past can teach you, but it does not have to control you. The moment you decide to move forward, your future begins moving with you. One decision can start a completely new chapter in your life. One day you will look back at this moment. You will remember the day you stopped making excuses. You will remember the day you chose growth instead of comfort. You will remember the day you decided to train your mind instead of allowing your mind to control you. That decision may look small now, but it has the power to change everything that comes after it. The top 1% is not a group of people born with special abilities. They are ordinary people who made extraordinary decisions again and again. They kept learning when others stopped. They stayed disciplined when others became distracted. They remained hopeful when others gave up. You have the same ability to make those choices. It begins with one action, then another, and then another. Before long, those actions become habits. Those habits become your character, and your character creates the life you once dreamed about. Your journey starts now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when life becomes easier. Right now, believe in your ability to grow. Trust the process. Stay patient with yourself. Keep learning every day. Keep moving forward even when the steps are small. Every step matters because every step is taking you closer to the person you were always capable of becoming. If this video gave you a new way of thinking, make a promise to yourself before you leave. Do not allow these ideas to remain only words. Turn them into action. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss another lesson. Share this video with someone who needs encouragement today. Comment below. What is the first habit you will start today to train your mind like the top 1%? Your answer could inspire someone else to begin their own journey. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.